Hi, it's Simon here, and in this video I want to tell you about a major change in Ninjodo and why that matters to you. If you're already a Ninjodo user, then you'd also be aware that earlier in the year we started rolling out the new Ninjodo platform, and you might have been wondering, why are we doing this? It's because every single day we get inquiries from small business owners just like you who are feeling stuck in their business, feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, a little bit out of their depth, and just generally stressed, when all they really need is a point in the right direction and the right tools to execute. Because doesn't it feel great when you actually enjoy your business? When things feel fun and rewarding because you're making progress? When you get everything you wanted done early in the afternoon and you decide to knock off and spend time with your family or head down to the beach? We all have our reasons for why we started our business in the first place, but I want to hazard a guess that the reason you started your business is very similar to the reason I started mine. When it all boils down to it, we want that sense of freedom and happiness. We want to enjoy what we're doing, we want to make a living for it, and we want to have freedom over our time, our location, and our decision making. So that question again, why does Ninjodo even exist, and why are we rebuilding things from the ground up? Whenever we get feedback from our loyal fans, we typically hear three things. 1, you love that we are way more than the average CRM. 2, you love how simple and easy it is to use Ninjodo. And 3, you love how you're not letting things fall through the cracks and you're not leaving money on the table from lost deals anymore. When you have a tool like Ninjodo, you get to cut down massively on the 40% of your time that you spend doing mindless admin tasks every single day. Whether you're just getting started with your first 1 or 2 leads, or you're actually going gangbusters and you've got 40 people in your funnel and 20 more clients elsewhere in your workflow, you've got it all covered. And when new inquiries come through, you get notified instantly, so they're on your radar. Ultimately, you're getting a sense of clarity and a whole lot of headspace because your business is no longer stuck up here and it's not in your inbox or on spreadsheets. And that is exactly why we're rebuilding Ninjodo from the ground up. To make it the simplest, easiest, fastest, most powerful client acquisition and management software tool available for small business owners. So that leaves you to do what you do best, and that's work strategically on your business. So today I want to show you 3 new pages that are being rolled out into the new platform, and they are your people records, your company records, and your deals. So let's jump on into Ninjodo now. I'm going to take you through each screen, show you what's what, and then you can dive in and have a play around yourself. All right, let's go. So whenever you're looking at an individual contact record, be it a supplier, a lead, a client, the screen will look like this. If we look up in the top left, you'll see the photo, which is something you can upload manually, or Ninjodo will also automatically look out on the web and try and bring that information back when you're adding contacts in. Underneath that, we have things like Skype, which is clickable to launch into calls or chat, as well as social media icon links, plus website links. Below that, we have any profit in relation to this record. At the moment, there is nothing, but if you had $10,000 worth of business with this particular contact, you would see $10,000 there. Moving up, we have the name of the record, and just below it, we'll have any contact details like email, phone numbers, mobiles, etc. If we need to send an email to a contact and you see the email address, simply click on it and it will launch the right side action panel where you can write and send your email from there. Continuing down, we have when we were last in contact with this contact and how this person actually found us. This can be from individual places like Facebook, Google search, newspaper advertising, or actual contacts in the case of referrals. Moving along, we have any company details and address details. These are all linkable, so if you see company names, you can click straight through to those records. Phone numbers, websites, and addresses with the View on Map link to launch straight into Google Maps. Finally, on the right-hand side, we have any workflows that this person belongs to. We have the option of changing the step in their current workflow, or even moving them to another or removing them altogether. Below that, we have any groups that they're a part of, and this could be anything from the type of industry they're in to the status that they are within your business, e.g. work in progress. Coming down the page, we have all incomplete tasks. If you need to tick off a task, simply look for the check mark and click. And finally, in the center of the page, we have our history, and that's going to be all of your notes, things like emails, phone calls, meeting notes. They'll all be listed here. You have 2 options of looking through these notes historically. One is a keyword search, simply type and hit enter. And the other is doing a note type search. So filtering, let's say you wanted to see only phone calls that you'd had with this person. We can choose phone call from the drop down and we'll see all of those there. Lastly on this page is the deals that you have in relation to this contact. They will all be listed here, and you've also got the option of adding new ones from this page. If you'd like to add a new note, a new task, send an email for any contact record, you can do that actually from any screen in Ninjodo. If you're on the contact, we look up to the top right hand side, we see our plus sign, click it, and this gives us all of our options. So we can add a new note, and also add new tasks, and finally email, which we also saw by clicking on the email address. So that's a look at the people record in Ninjodo. If you need to edit a record, just look to the top right for the edit button. If you want to add a new contact, again, look for the plus sign and choose person. When you're looking at an individual company record, again, that could be a supplier, it could be a lead, it could be a customer. It's just a business in relation to a person that you're dealing with at that company. We're going to be looking at a page like this. Along the top left, you would see logos, which again, you can upload yourself, or Ninjodo will also try and find them automatically. Below that, we have website and social media links, plus the profit related to that business. Underneath, you'll see all employees or staff from that business, along with photos, names, primary contact numbers, and the ability to email. Along the top, we have the name of the record, any contact details, the address. To the right, we see any summary that's been written about this actual business, and below any groups that they belong to. Further down the page, we have tasks, and again in the middle, like with the people and deal records, we have history, which is also searchable, as well as deals. If you need to edit a business, just look to the top right and click on edit. If you'd like to add a new business, look into the main menu, click the plus sign and choose business. And if you need to add a note or a task to a business, as with all records in Ninjodo, that is accessed from the top here. Look for the plus sign, click it, and these are your options. If you're looking at an individual deal, that is something you sell between you and another person. That could be a consulting service, that could be a product, whatever financial transaction takes place between you and other people in your business, this is called a deal in Ninjodo. At the top left, you'll either see product images or contact images. Underneath, you'll see any person that's involved in this deal, including suppliers and people in your team. Along the top, we have the name of the deal. In this case, we've sold 50 widgets. You could have consulting service, you could have bookkeeping. The name of a deal is just whatever you've sold to that person. Moving down, we have the status of the deal. Is it won? Is it still in the pipeline, or has it been actually lost? And if you want to change that, simply click and it will toggle automatically. Continuing on, we have the start date or the day the deal was won. We also have the option for an end date, and that could be used in different ways in different businesses. Below that, we actually have any additional details that are required, and that's a good place for you to put specific notes about this sale as opposed to another 50 widgets sold to somebody else. Moving up to the middle, we will have any company related information. That's contact details, addresses, and the link through to the company record if it's a B2B transaction. Over to the right, we have the workflow in relation to this deal. You have the option in Ninjodo of creating as many workflows and sales flows as you need for different scenarios, so you can structure and automate the steps that you need to go through when you make sales. Down the bottom, we have tasks in relation again to this deal, and in the middle we have our typical history. We have any money and transactions related to this, including not just revenue but expenses, as well as any attachments. As with all records in Ninjodo, if you need to edit, look to the top right for the edit button. If you're looking to add a task or a note, look up the very top to the plus sign, click on that, and you have all of your available options for this page right there. So that's a look at the 3 new pages that have been rolled out into the new Ninjodo platform. They are available right now for you to log in and actually start having a play with. If you're already a customer, you know how to do that. Click on the button below, log in, and away you go. If you're not already a customer, then click on the other button below and actually sign up for a free trial. There's no credit card required, and you have 14 days to play around. See if Ninjodo is right for you and your business. And as always, if you've got questions or if you're stuck, look to the bottom right hand side of the screen. You will see either a question mark in the platform, which will get you into our help desk, or you'll see chat on our website, and you can ask any questions you have.